LucasArts. Oh, man. Oh, SEBULBA. I got your name wrong on a Star Wars quiz I took recently. Wow, that's the intro? That's the intro. Well, I suppose it could have been a better intro. I don't know. That was really short. This is Star Wars Episode 1 Podracer. Yeah, so let's get into this. So, this is also one of those more... I'll get out of here. It's one of those more... Wow, the JPEG in the background, that's the exit. This is one of those more, prominent, I guess I want to say, early, Star Wars games when they were, like, starting to become, like, a real thing. Well, I guess Star Wars games were a thing for a while, but I mean, like, this is one of the more, well-known ones, I guess. So this is basically, in short, it's a Star Wars racing game that's very similar to F-Zero, except it kind of just, like, plays like a shittier F-Zero. This Eb Encod guy, he looks like fucking Wolverine in his face, whatever. And it's from the N64, and I'm sure many people remember this game, but this game it's really, honestly, it's just like a shitty F-Zero. I guess we might as well play as Anakin. Why not? I mean, Boot E Classic, right? So we get all this shit, you can inspect your vehicle, and move your camo, you can all this stuff. There's those are not dewbacks, those are things, I forget what they're called, whatever. I used to actually have a toy Lego version of Anakin's Podracer, or whatever it was called. And it was always this crazy idea how, like, you're thinking about it when you're watching the movie. Because even as a little baby boy, kid, whatever, watching Episode 1, and I'm seeing Anakin, and I know, obviously, that's gonna be Darth Vader one day. I'm not that dumb. I was just like, wow. Fucking Darth Vader liked to pilot like to race little racy cars, whatever, all over the place. And I like the concept of pod racers. It's really, when you think about it, it's two giant engines tethered to a fucking like sled. It's really just like fucking dog racing, except instead of like, wow, there's so much stuff here. Buy parts? I don't even... welcome to Auto Shop, yes. I got everything for you, even Soviet Russia. Wow, all this... I never really did any of this. I remember actually... I didn't really, okay. I didn't really have this game as a kid. I mean, I had it, but I really, like, I rented it. I never actually, like, bought it. And so this is the Boonta Eve Classic. This is the Boonta Eve Classic, which is the, what calls it? The, yeah. SEBULBA, yeah. Okay, so this is pretty chaotic. Like, you just move really, really fast in this game. That's why it's like F-Zero without like any rails. Like, you move so fast, it's so hard to control. I mean, I guess what you would basically do is just like, manipulate the thruster, which is the A button, whatever, and just, or is it the B button? Yeah, B button, whatever. And that's basically, it's very simple. I mean, there's no like instructions or anything, no tutorial. It's just like, here's a racing game, go play it. And holy fucking shit, I am really bad at racing games, let me tell you. It's like, my brother used to take me to the... Oh, okay, Anakin died. Fish and mail, that kind of thing. My brother used to take me to the initial D cabinets over at the arcades in the tri-state area, and then he would always play initial D, and I'd try it. And I always sucked so bad, I just gave up and started driving in reverse and tried to hit the other driver, because I was just a troll, whatever. Fuck! Anakin died again. Once again, fish and mail, the time paradox. A lot of people don't like Episode 1, but honestly, I don't see why it was so bad. Maybe it was because I was a little child person, and I was not aware of the gravity of what Episode 1 really meant. Because I watched the prequels before, the sequel. I keep calling the originals the prequels because they came, holy fucking shit, they came before the sequels in chronological release, so I keep thinking they're the prequels. Anakin died for the third time. But you know, when I watched episode 1, I watched the originals, of course, and I was like, cool, more Star Wars. And then everyone was like, Anakin, and everyone was like, Jar Jar, pod racing. We'll find a lap already. And it's like, I didn't really mind it. I like the fucking... Oh, shit. Oh, God, that's violent. What was it? Nemodian, what are they called? Gungans. That's what the Jar Jars are called. They call it Gungans, whatever. And the Gungans, and they're cool little underwater city. And like the big fish, and Liam Neeson was there, and Ewan McGregor before he looked like Ewan McGregor. It's like this thing where it's like I used to think that the actor for Obi-Wan Kenobi in episode 1 was not the same actor in episode 2 and 3, which is of course the very talented Ewan McGregor. Because you know, in pretty much every single other movie that has Ewan McGregor, he has a beard, except for like 1. In this one, he looks so young, and episode 1 he looks so young he has no beard, so I thought it was a different actor. I thought like Qui-Gon came back from the dead, whatever, because he also had a beard. 12. Well, I never said I was a good racer, but I mean, whatever. Oh, yeah, it's I think it's transitioned to the next. Yeah, wow, Anakin Skywalker, who did better than me? Mars Guo, Mwan Sandage, Wine Sauce Sausage, Dual Bolt, Ben Quadinaros. This font is incredibly hard to read sometimes. Gasgano. That sounds like a Fist of the North Star villain. Slide Parameta. That's a cool name. Arc the Bumpy. Roos. Why is he the Bumpy, I guess. Aldar Beetle. That guy looks like a sick Dark Souls monster. Rats Tyrell. Bozzy Baranta. And, of course, Sebulba, whose name I forgot when taking that Star Wars quiz, which I took right before this. Amateur pod racing circuit. So I guess I have to beat... okay, that's why. There it is right there. I have to beat fucking 4th place to advance, whatever. And you can like customize your... Like I saw before, you can customize your fucking pod racer with better parts, whatever. I hope there's one that gives me better handling, because holy shit. Oh, there's Sebulba. I recognize that X mark anywhere. It's fucking Sebulba. I don't know. I like the Star Wars Episode 1 stuff, and like I really like the big battle at the end with like the Gungans versus the Trade Federation and the field, and all the Gungans have is like those grenades and those catapults, like those energy grenades. This is so cool, and like they ride the fucking Mamelukes. Wait, why am I talking about Mamelukes? Isn't that's a fucking unit in Age of Empires 2, and it's a camel, so that's why I keep thinking they're camel, but they're not. They're giant monster thing, well, the giant animals that have like that remind me of the Shoe Puff from Final Fantasy X, and they launch the giant catapult things. Oh, this track is actually a lot shorter than I thought. Also, I'm doing pretty well. The thing is about episode 1 is that I guess I really could not understand the plot of how episode 1 was like, what the story followed. I just know that the Jedi were investigating something, and then all of us, like, they knew that Anakin was like force sensitive. I don't know how they knew this. I think it was, I guess maybe it was like his pod racing abilities were augmented by the Force. Okay, there he goes again for the second time. And they were like, we gotta get him. And then somehow Darth Maul is... Oh my god. Darth Maul is into the mix, and, what's his name? Who else is in that mix? I think I'm talking about the Nemodians. Yeah, the Trade Federation guys. I don't know why they're in the trade, like, why are they bad? Because I know in the beginning of the movie, fucking Qui-Gon and Obi-Wan go to the ship, and they're like, let's negotiate, and then it's a trap and they get attacked. I'm like, why did they get attacked? I thought they were there to negotiate. And then why do they go to the Gungans? I honestly, I really need to rewatch it again. And I probably will, considering that episode 7 is coming out this Friday. So, I mean, it's so... I really don't understand the plot. And it's like, I like that battle. I like the design of the Naboo Starfighter, even though it was like too fast, like too flamboyant. Oh my god, Sebulba! Sebulba, get the fuck out of here, Sebulba, you bitch! That's right, okay, I better not crash, or I think I got it. It's just straight from here on out. Is that tarp just flying? Whatever. Yeah, I won! I'm Anakin Skywalker, midichlorians. I mean, and the thing about episode 1... Whoa, that's a glitch. There we go. Hey! Can't pass me like that. The thing about episode 1 that I really enjoyed compared to... Yeah, I won. Yeah, 1,200 drugets. What's the next? Mon Graza. So now everything past Tatooine is like everything past Tatooine. I'm sorry. Everything past Tatooine is like stuff from the expanded universe, I guess, because I mean he only pod races once in the movie, and it's against SEBULBA, and he wins, whatever. I think that's what it was. It was like Qui-Gon and Obi-Wan want to take Anakin, but Anakin's like, no, I gotta finish the pod racing, whatever. And they're like, okay, we'll finish the pod racing, and Obi-Wan's like, what? That's crazy. And Qui-Gon's like, don't worry, he'll win. He has the Force. I think it's something like that. I don't know, something like that. And then right before they leave, they fight Darth Maul, and it's cool. But yeah, like I was saying, the thing about Episode 1 that's really cool is just the fucking Darth Maul fight. That's the best lightsaber duel in the entirety of Star Wars. I will not debate this with anyone because it's the truth. I mean, fucking the thing with Episode 2's lightsaber duels are really short. Although Episodes 2 prime, like, you know, crowning like climax moment is of course when the Jedi all fight in the Colosseum, which is like, you know, like 30, I would have to say, experienced Jedi are there, and there's, you know, probably a couple hundred droids, but I mean, like, if you watched, like, this Clone Wars miniseries, and Mace Windu in that one episode, there's just this one episode that has nothing to do, wow, one already, you guys are garbage. New record. Where there's no relevance to the main plot at hand, it's just fucking Mace Windu. Would I unlock a new racer or something? What's this? So Mace Windu is, like, in this field against, like, fucking couple thousand of these droids, and he just, like, he literally one-man armies all of them. And Genndy Tarkovsky, boy, he made that scene look amazing. Ooh, this looks kind of Asian-y. Oh, it's basically, it's fucking Tibet. This is so Tibet, it's not even funny. Super Himalayas. I kind of wish the commentator was more active rather than just me pressing B and then holding down and then just easy mode. This actually reminds me of Choco Mountain a lot from Mario Kart 64. Fun game, that is. Funny thing about the title of 64 is that the reason why Nintendo 64 is called the 64 is because it's the name of it's the amount of bits that the Nintendo 64 can produce in image quality, so 64-bit, and a lot of things at the time were 32-bit. Until like that. Oh my god! So violent. And then the PlayStation, of course, with the disc, was able to produce better image quality than the N64. But still, N64 coming out with 64-bit, it really wanted to pride itself on that. So that's why like 90% of like the fucking games on the N64 are like, this is title 64. This is a title 64. You know, I'm surprised they didn't call Legend of Zelda 64. I guess because that sounded kind of dumb for a game they wanted you to be immersed in. Because in Super Mario, they don't care about immersion. It's like, it's just like fun, you know. Zelda, I think they wanted you to take it a little bit more seriously. But not so much F-Zero, not so much Star Fox, and not so much Mario. Oh my god, that... No, record. I'm third place this time. SEBULBA! Hey! What the... Yo, that guy's going nuts. Yo, this guy looks like a plane. Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh my god! Yo, is this one of those sick areas? I'm dead. Oh, I'm actually might lose this time. This track is kind of nuts. Oh my god, this random giant bridge. When you think about how fast the pod racers are going, and you think about that bridge, like we were on that bridge for like a good 5 seconds or so. That bridge was like pretty fucking long. So like, as if you imagine like attach airplane engines to a sled. And then have it run, and then that's your pod racer. That's basically what these are. And think about how fast planes move. That they move at like can't speak, a couple hundred miles per hour. And then you think about how long we were on that bridge. So boom, mind blown. Okay, I feel like I could cheat by going this way, but you actually can't for sure. Oh fuck, I'm 6th place. I'm fucked. I'm gonna have to do this again. See, I went on like 3 tangents. That's how the ADHD mind works. See, we go off on tangents. It helps very much with the creativity, but it does not help so much with the schools. But yeah, so Mace Windu, he's a window? Mace Windu, Samuel Jackson, he wrecked this entire army of, troopers by himself. And it's not like they weren't shooting at him, because they were. And, the crazy thing was, midway through the fight against like one-man army. Well, it starts out as like an even fight with him and some like a battalion of clone troopers versus the droids. And the weird thing is, like, during this whole fight, Mace Windu and the clone troopers are fighting over nothing. As in, like, they're fighting medieval style. They're fighting in a field. And, you know, battles happen in areas either because two armies meet each other or because they're near somewhere that's strategically important, which is usually resources of some sort. But, considering that Star Wars universe battles do happen in cities, I died, and there was no natural resources near where they were fighting in that episode, they were just literally fighting in the middle of the field for, like, no fucking reason. There was no strategy, no resources, no valuable geography to take advantage of. It's just like, hey, this is a big, nice open areas for the fight, and I don't blame him. Yeah, I got wrecked, I'm sorry. No record. And they're just like, let's fight. And the thing about that fight is that Mace Windu loses his lightsaber midway through the flight. Fuck, I think I'm talking too fast. And that's self-criticism of the commentary. Anyways, yeah, so he was fighting without his lightsaber, and to compensate, instead of like actually just like force gripping his lightsaber, I guess he uses the Force to turn himself into Kenshiro and just punches all of the droids in the face really, really rapidly. Like, he goes ah-da-da-da-da-da-da without making the noise. Like, he does the fucking Hokuto Hyakuretsu Ken all over the place. Includes kicking. He does, like, drop kicks and, like, 1,000 cut punches and so many things. Like, he's basically, like, destroying all the pressure points of the robots. And at the same time using the Force to, like, force crush everything. Because, actually, I think what that episode is like, Mace Windu, is fighting on Dantooine when he's recalled to Coruscant because that's what's being attacked. I think that's the second season of Clone Wars, which was the last season, and that's when he arrives just before Grievous gets away. And the crazy thing about that was Mace Windu fucking, is about to fight Grievous at the end of the episode, and Grievous is ready to fight back, and then, you know, General Grievous, master lightsaber duelist, however, like, cartoony he is a villain, because he's not really as menacing as Darth Vader, despite his lightsaber skills. He beats, what's her name? Fucking, the Torgutin Jedi Master, what's her name? Whatever the fuck her name is, she's a really popular Jedi Master, she's part of the Council, I'm pretty sure. And those two other Jedi Masters, one of them's an Ithorian, one of them's an Izak, or whatever that thing's called. And he beats all three of them, 1v3, basically. And then, oh, fucking Anakin, you are garbage. And then Mace Windu comes in the last second, and Grievous is ready to fight. And then Mace Windu just force crushes his heart. And then Grievous is like, oh, fuck. I can't fuck with this guy. I'm out of here. Like, okay, I understand that Mace Windu is the master... I believe he's the Master Saber Duelist, like he's the Master Jedi Guardian, if anyone knows what I'm talking about there, of the Jedi Order. I mean, I know, like, whatever the fuck her name was, Shakti, that's her name, Shakti and those two other guys, I know they're not, like, on the same level as Mace Windu, but I mean, like, they're good. They're Jedi Masters, no doubt, because the whole episode, they're fighting off droids and Magna Guards and doing all sorts of fancy shit. They're no slouch. So it's like you expect me to believe that the guy who isn't even the master of like force powers in the Jedi Council just was smart enough to use an ability that would fuck Grievous over because Grievous can't use the Force. Because I think that's the thing about Grievous is that he's not really force sensitive. He's just really good sword fighter because he's like a cyborg or whatever. I thought he was a droid, but he's just a lizard guy who's more of a cyborg than Darth Vader is. Wouldn't you like to know that? It's hard to, I guess because the idea wasn't really as fleshed out in the original, in the original trilogy, that you could just give Darth Vader, like, synthetic organs. Because they were able to give Luke a prosthetic hand, but I guess the idea of, like, fleshy, synthetic, like, man-made fleshy materials and organs and stuff wasn't really a concept back in the 70s. So George Lucas missed out on that. Instead, he had to give, like, because, with the technology of Star Wars, of course, they would have to have some kind of like synthetic organs or something, because they have a bunch of like robot cybernetic prosthetics and whatever. But I guess it just I guess, you know what, it kind of messes with the aesthetic. Fuck, I'm not gonna win this, am I? I'm gonna give it one more shot. Or maybe I'll play someone else. Maybe, can I, oh, whoa, execution? What the fuck? Oh my god, you can go to different, like, oh my god. Oh, it's like 60C, 70C, 80C, that kind of thing. Let's try this. Let's try Aqualaris. Oop. Oh, actually, let's try a different guy. Let's try Dudbolt. He looks cool. Yeah. What is it called? Beetles wield wild rye. Well, that's really appropriate, because that fucking level's nuts. Holy shit. Oh, well, okay, I mean, okay. I'm here for the entertainment, so I mean... Dun 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 dun. Playing the Cloud City theme for no reason. Oh wait, unless this is on Cloud City, that'd be crazy. Cloud City is one of my favorite locations in Star Wars. Just the idea of floating cities is just the coolest shit. That's why City in the Sky in Twilight Princess is the best level in that whole game. Even though it has the worst like loot, whatever, it has the worst like item you get from the dungeon. No, this isn't Cloud City, because Cloud City is completely man-made, completely mechanical, so this is not Cloud City. Wait, we're just playing the... Wait a second, I just clicked on Sunken City, so of course it's gonna be fucking not Cloud City. We stupid nerd. I love limited languages. They make me go, haha, your language is dumb, and nobody will get offended because it's not actually a real language. Kind of thing. Where it's like, haha, make fun of Latin, and nobody can be like, hey man, that's the language of my people. Well, I guess I'm speaking fucking English, and that's a descendant of Latin. So it's like, what if I make... So I guess, like, make fun of your ancestors? Is that how it works? I don't know. This is not my native tongue. I am the Filipino. I've been robbed of my language. I should just go join Skullface and just be like, let's build fucking vocal cord parasites. Oh, MGS5 spoilers. Whatever, the game's been out for like 3 months now. Whatever, and that's not even a huge spoiler. It's like a minor spoiler. Whatever, get out of here. Nobody cares. Oh, wow, wait, what? I guess you can't go up on top of there. That's some kind of glitch or something. I'm not sure if I like this guy better. He seems kind of slow, although he's definitely easier to control. I feel like I'm not going as fast, and I can't even pass whoever the fuck that is. I'm just gonna assume it's SEBULBA. I don't think that's SEBULBA, but it's SEBULBA. Fuck! I thought that was a fucking tunnel. Don't ever race to me. I will. You know, I got my driver's license pretty late in life. I mean, it's crazy. You know, in Europe, people don't know how to drive. Like, as in, like, not as many people in Europe have their driver's license as they do in Asia and the United States. Because even in Asia, if you don't have a car, you have like a moped kind of thing. Where it's like, you Europeans, you crazy, not driving, having trains everywhere, buses. I never liked buses. Buses are the worst. They're always bumpy as fuck, and the driver never tells you you're dropping off, unless it's like automated. But sometimes the automated doesn't work. That door didn't open all the way. It's bullshit. Also, I think that's the fish from episode 1, the one that's like, there's always a bigger fish, and wisdom from good old Qui-Gon Jinn. This, what the fuck's up with this race? This guy, this Deadbolt guy. It's like he's so like easily destroyed. At the same time, not only is he easily destroyed, he also is slow as fuck. What the fuck is this? Oh my god! If you want to be slow, you might as well be tough. What the fuck is this shit? I don't know. Whatever. Get out of here, SEBULBA. Anakin Skywalker. Did you know fucking Luke Skywalker's real name was gonna be Luke Starkiller? That's a cool name, but I guess it sounded too villainy, so that's why Lucas was like, let's scrap that idea. Boom. Up, 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 up. Oh, I forgot how crazy this level was. The laps are pretty long here. So, I'm actually kind of glad that the levels get more and more diverse as the game goes on, because honestly, if the whole game was just going to be like Tatooine and then the second level, whatever it was, I completely forgot what it was now. Oh, it's that lava level or whatever, the Mars, whatever the fuck. This, oh my god. Slidebot. Alright, forgot you can change your camera and stuff, whatever. Oh, don't do that. Don't. Oh, I'm giving you seizures. Don't do that. Okay, actually, oh my god. Nakomanda! Sasbata! Daxbear! Konoyaro! This is the worst Japanese I've ever done since forever, actually. I haven't spoke the Nihongo in a while. And that time I said it right. Nihongo. Nihonjin. Ah! It's okay though. I thought I was kind of good at this game considering I got first place in the first 3, and then, oh no, not even the first 3, the second one. The third one I fucked up on super hard. Maybe I should stop holding down the throttle the whole time. Maybe that's a thing. Oh, you can actually reverse in this game and, like, go the other way, but that's only something of the me of 10 years ago would do. Ah! Although if you looked at my face... Oh, I forgot you did that. Don't ever do that, though. Don't ever look behind you. I'm not a very great driver in real life. Whenever it's like someone else can drive to a place, I'm like, you should probably drive. Cause, yeah, probably safe. So I feel like whenever I get into a car with somebody, like they pick me up, I feel like I'm like being that quest NPC, or rather that mission NPC in Grand Theft Autos. Shoutouts to Grand Theft Auto, able to get people away from forgetting that it's actually basically the same thing as an open world RPG. Except the only difference is there are no stats, it's unlike in San Andreas. Except for San Andreas, there are no stats and the quests are called missions. But it's literally the same thing. Like, the only thing is difference is the setting. That's the only thing. Like, you can pick up weapons, and there are guards that you can annoy, but you don't have to. And there are quests, and there are lots of NPCs, and you can change how you look, at least in the newer ones. See, you know, Grand Theft Auto, it may be a sandbox, but you're an RPG without the stats, which I guess wouldn't really make it an RPG because every RPG needs stats, but whatever. Crumbling with the commentary here. Because, I mean, this is the easiest thing to commentate on because honestly, I'm just holding down B and slowly moving it, nudging it left and right, whatever. I move so I think I've died there, and every time I've passed through that fucking gate or whatever. At least this is the final lap. That's probably the last one. Oh, no. Whatever. Yeah, whatever. Give episode 1 another chance. Just give it another chance. You know, you might luck it. Or you might might not, and you'll just be like, I'm Jabba the Hutt, and I hate episode 1. Just give it another chance. At least the action is good. At least Duel of the Fates and Qui-Gon getting stabbed, and Darth Maul falling to his death even though he survives in the expanded universe, which no longer counts because Lucas was like, fuck you. So, whatever. Give it another chance.